Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the all-turn plastic welder. I got the 2-in-1 set up. Haven't even opened it yet, so let's get right to it. Upon box entry, you're greeted with this nice packaged kit. Looks like we got our packs of staples. These are the metal staples that go in the end of this one. They dig into the material you're working with, and as long as you got your material butted up together, these create a strong hold upon the two. So we got those out. Let's see what these look like. All nice and packaged. Tips for use, operation guide. So this one here is the one that we will put some different attachments on to finish the weld repair that you do on whatever plastic. Like, you'll put these in here. These heat up and you smooth off the top. And once you put these in, you'll cut off the forks that stick up, and you'll take and you'll add your plastic filler and you'll smooth it all out to make it look real pretty. And here's our staple gun. Nice. It feels relatively heavy duty. Okay, little warning tag. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I've heard in other videos it takes probably about 30 seconds to heat up to full temp, which full temp's roughly 1,000 degrees or so. So yeah, that's very nice. So in your package you got your staple gun, your smoother attachments. This is an attachment for these, or for the staple gun. Your staples obviously go with that. All your filler material, you got some stuff for cleaning, and you got your mesh. You even got some aluminum tape in there too. All right, so not too shabby. That's what you get whenever you get the all-turn 2-in-1. All right, got it plugged in. Haven't powered it on quite yet because I need to clean my material. Earlier I mentioned probably 30 seconds. No, it says 6 seconds in the book. So let's see what happens here. See, it's getting red hot. Definitely burns plastic. So now you can see it slid a little bit whenever I pushed into it, so I should have taped this down, but that's why this is a test piece. Now I know that when I set this up next time for the good door panel, I need to tape everything, make sure it's all good. Let's see. Backside didn't burn through. You can see the staple in there, but that's okay. You can see through it anyway. I can see the tape. But I'd say once you get all your staples down, I'd say it would work perfect. So screw it, let's go again. That one wasn't bad. I am down inside the plastic, so that's good. You see, that fit up was a little better. I think what I could do is, since I left the prongs on that, I probably could put it back on, heat it up, pull it out. But like I said, this is just a plastic piece. or plastic. Yes, it's plastic. No, no duh. Practice piece. Just kind of seeing what it can do, and it definitely does not take long to heat up. So this is a really good piece right here with the staples. It does say that your plastic has to be a certain thickness, greater than 1 millimeter, to be able to use the staple so they don't go through. It sticks in there pretty well. I'd say that's, I mean, for just a flat piece, that's, you know, that's pretty good. Alright, now this here is a cutting bit, and so let's see if we can make it cut. Reaches temperatures in about 4 seconds. Like I said, this is a plastic piece. Let's see if it cuts. Practice piece. It does cut, that is for sure. Definitely got a little line in there. It'll definitely do the job if you had to cut some. Alright, now that we've seen it staple, cut, let's take us some cutters here. These do fly everywhere, so be careful. So you're left with just a little bit. So then you can take your sandpaper that you get in your pack. Alright, now that we've got that down, we can unplug this one. We'll grab the smoother, get it all undone. Now this one doesn't look like it has an on button, so I imagine once you plug it in, it starts a ripping. I don't know if that's a light on button. Anyway, so you got 2 bits here. We're gonna go with this one today. Alright, now that we got that on there, let's go ahead and plug it in, see what happens. Okay, we got a red light. It is getting warm. So now I want some ABS. Alright, it says these take about 5 minutes to reach their temperatures. It is getting warm. So let's see about how long it takes till it can start melting some plastic. Alright, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but we're getting a little bit of smoke out of this, and that's because it's heating up, probably for the first time out of the factory after being cleaned, cleaned, packaged, and shipped. So you can see the discoloration now. It's starting to get hot. It is definitely warm. It is starting to melt some plastic. As you can see, that staple's starting to fade away. Give it a second here. You can definitely tell the copper tip's getting up to temp. Definitely do not want to put your hand on that. Kind of like a soldering iron. This thing will get hot from the handle down to the tip. So just be careful. You can see, I've got some residue there. I wonder how easy that's gonna be to clean off. Looks like the wire brush is kind of doing the job. This will start to cool off. I need to probably make a stand for this now. All right, so looking at this, looks like it really did a really good job. I mean, obviously this staple needs to be a little deeper. It wasn't deep enough. The sandpaper started to scratch it right there. Once this would be finished in, I think it would be a really good repair. I think it would hold up because like it doesn't, besides coming back towards the staples, it needs to be, like I said, this one needs to be a little deeper because this one you can kind of see it made it through. It did the penetration job. That one's really strong. I'm not upset with that one. This one, I could probably, yeah, see, the only thing really holding that in right now is the filler material that I put in over the top with the smoother. So you definitely have to make sure that you get your staples deep enough, but you don't want to get them too deep because once you burn through, then you've kind of ruined the material in a way, but maybe salvageable in some cases. But this one, you know, I don't quite feel it on the other side. I can feel a little bit of where it got, you know, warm and distorted. But obviously there's a crack there too, so I am feeling some of that and some of the way the plastic bent whenever it ripped apart. So overall, so far I'd give it an A. I'll say that it's definitely a good bang for your buck if you're looking to have to repair any of your plastic materials such as door trims, or it does say like plastic bumpers, which I have a couple of those that I could definitely need some repairing on. This is about everything you get. Sandpaper. This is stainless steel mesh, so that way it doesn't rust. It is flexible, so that way you can curve it on the inside. Comes with all the staples, and we've been using, these are the W's that we used. And then your foil tape. This, not really too sure what it is. Oh wait, this is the stand. Ha! Look at that. We learned something today, ladies and gents. That's exactly what that is. Alright, even comes with a stand. Cool, I don't have to make nothing. Anyway, I think it's a good bang for your buck. I think if you're wanting to get into something like this, it's definitely a good idea. So, yeah, have a good day.